Here I stand, May, a young woman born into one of the country's most affluent families, wrapped in the throes of love for my boyfriend, Alex. His growing success was a badge of honor, one I was eager to present to my parents. With a hopeful smile, I said, "Dad, Alex is really excelling. His company is on the verge of being listed. This time you can't criticize him, can you?" Dad retorted, Were it not for me utilizing our family connections behind the scenes, would his company even have a shot at being listed?" In an effort to maintain harmony, I replied, "Dad, please don't speak of him that way." Dad's doubts persisted. What's so special about him? Is he worth my daughter from Dreams Group hiding her identity and partnering with him to start a business? I defended Alex. "Dad, Alex has achieved so much in his career. He's even planning to propose to me. The struggles I've endured feel justified now. He's your future son-in-law, so please consider adjusting your stance. He's talented and might even assist you in the future." Dad's apprehensions held fast. "May, it's not that I underestimate him, but he doesn't strike me as a good guy. The $2 million you invested in his company, just forget about it and break up with him. I'll introduce you to someone better." I stood my ground. "Dad, breaking up now isn't an option. We've come too far." Dad sighed. "May, it's not that I'm not supportive, but I've always had good sense of judgment. I just worry you might be deceived." In a plea, I implored, "Dad, I understand your concern, but please trust me. Alex isn't who you think." Dad relented. "What more can I say? Just remember, whatever happens, we'll always be here to support you." 5 days later, excitement greeted me as I entered the company. Cheers filled the air as Alex's romantic gesture unfolded. A faint smile tugged at my lips. I had expected Alex's surprise proposal, having guessed his plan after he secretly arranged a sea of roses. I was prepared to feign surprise, reveal my true identity, and accept his proposal. However, that expectation crumbled with a single message from Alex. "May, let's break up." What followed was utterly maddening. Amidst a room filled with roses, Alex, decked in a suit, knelt before a girl in a yellow dress, a love-struck gaze in his eyes. "John, it's been 4 years. I've had nothing but my feelings. Now I'm finally in a position to propose," he declared, his voice full of emotion. Shockingly, this proposal wasn't meant for me, sending a shockwave through my being. John's exclamation followed. "Alex, is this real? I do. Wait, this doesn't feel right." She turned to me, a provocative smirk on her lips. It was a calculated move to humiliate me, and the whispers began. "Aren't Alex and May a couple? Who's the new girl?" "Shh, she's Jun from Best Company, May's BFF." As Alex and Jun approached, my love for Alex and friendship with Jun suddenly felt foreign. Alex began, "May, I've always loved Jun. We've broken up." I retorted, "When you broke up with her, I asked if I could be your girlfriend. What did you say then?" Jun interjected, "We broke up because I was going abroad to study. Plus, you two weren't even married." Alex chimed in, "Exactly, we are just boss and employee. But being the wife of the president of a listed company, you don't fit that role. June and I, with our family businesses, make a powerful partnership." I scoffed. "A small company earning a mere $10 million annually and a third-rate business leveraging our Dream Group relationship to barely qualify for listing think they can join forces? Absurd." Frustrated, I reached for my phone and dialed my dad's number. "Hey, Dad, could you come and pick me up? I've had my fill of this and just want to go home," I declared, abruptly ending the call without waiting for his reply. Alex intervened. "May, I urge you to communicate more respectfully. I understand you're upset, no need to hold back. We can still be friends." I fired back. "You'd better choose your words more carefully. Otherwise, once my dad arrives, he can effortlessly dismantle your shoddy company." Jun added, "May, I know your feelings for him are strong, but sometimes you need to consider the disparities between you." I shot back, "Jun, you're not qualified to provide advice." Just then, the receptionist approached, saying, "May, someone's outside looking for you. He says he's here to pick you up." Without a second thought, I looped my arm around the person's and leaned in, acting rather childishly. "Dad, you're finally here," I exclaimed, though I hadn't looked at the person's face yet. However, reality struck. The figure beside me wasn't my dad. And then, an odd voice from above. It hit me. This person wasn't my dad, and he just witnessed my embarrassing mistake. Alex sneered. "May, you're even hiring someone to act for you now? Do you think pretending to be wealthy will change my mind?" Jun taunted. "May, it doesn't matter if he's your sugar daddy or a hired actor. It's all pathetic. Oh, and by the way, the company's listing and my engagement to Alex are both set for the 26th of next month. We hope to see you there, amidst the successful crowd. I responded with a wry smile. You can count on it. And so, as Max and I drove off in a Rolls-Royce Phantom, the expressions on Alex and Jun's faces were priceless. Alex mused, "Who would have thought she'd resort to such antics? I bet the cost of that car rental is more than her 2-year salary." Max comforted, "It's all good." Later at home, Dad was serious. "You're back. I told you Alex isn't good enough. If we hadn't helped Jun's family, their company would have gone bankrupt." I remembered, "Oh, right. You invested in Jun's company." Dad disclosed, "Yes, I became the largest shareholder to save it. But you wanted to keep friendship separate from money. That's why they still don't know you helped them." The puzzle pieces clicked. Alex thought I was poor, seeking a wealthy partner. The following day, Mum brought explosive news. Alex and Jun have made their marriage news public. I quipped, "They must have spent a fortune on that." The phone rang, Alex on the line. "May, why haven't you come to work?" My response was curt. "Does it even matter?" I quit. Alex persisted. "We were friends once. Can't you come back to help?" My answer was biting. "You abandoned me and still expect me to work for you." As frustration grew, Alex pressed on. "All the listing documents were managed by you. If you don't assist, how will the company get listed?" My retort cut deep. "You think your company even deserves to be listed? Don't waste your energy." Unbeknownst to Alex, news of his impending marriage caused a major client to cancel a deal, signed as a wedding gift for me. Simultaneously, Dreams Group withdrew their investment from Jun's parents' company. Both shocks rattled their plans as Alex's listing flopped and their engagement was postponed. Max and I grew closer. Months later, Max's engagement announcement rocked the public. He was set to marry the daughter of the wealthiest individual in the country, though I requested my name remain anonymous. The engagement celebration held a twist, and I ensured that Alex and Jun were seated close to the stage, just in case they needed a better view. On that day, Max offered reassurance. "Don't be nervous, just be yourself." Max's anxiety was evident, as he repeatedly fumbled with his button. Meanwhile, Dad's eyes glistened as he said, "Congratulations, my daughter, you're finally married." And thus, my true identity as Dreams Group's daughter was revealed. Both Alex and Jun regretted their actions, especially Alex. Jun recognized that it was I who saved her parents' company. Jun parted ways with Alex, as his business crumbled due to lost clientele. In the end, I found love, embraced my true self, and left behind those who had doubted me. The future lay ahead, bright and full of promise.